You're talking about fairness. I thought we'd go through some of this pink sheet on here. You see the email that was sent to me on Friday, July 24th of this year at 12:21 p.m. asking for a litany of questions. In fact, I think it actually went on to the second page from the reporter for the local newspaper. And that based upon those questions, which were answered in today's agenda item, I did respond to that, as you can see on the page in front of that, where I responded to him at 3:45 p.m. on Friday, explaining to him that City Hall was closed on that day, and I expected that staff would address all of those technical questions on Monday when they returned. Yet I saw there was a front page editorial that addressed and ran with all that information as a negative thing, and that was really fair, wasn't it? I'm just talking about fairness. He didn't ask the question of the people who could answer the question because they weren't available because they were off that day, and then he ran with that question. Then someone was actually quoted in that article as saying, McCormick has never been in compliance with the contract. And I think you can see by the agenda item as well as the supplemental material that they were in substantial compliance with absolutely every term of the contract. The CAD was an issue. I think they've addressed that pretty well today. And according to last information that we got, 5 of the 7 months that they've been in business here, they've met the requirement for the time. So, there's also an issue, I think the newspaper reported there's only 2 ambulances stationed in the city of Torrance, which was totally erroneous because my understanding is there's actually 7, although there was only 5 required. And then I think I'll just throw it right back out there. I think this was November the contract was entered into, and mid-December there was a horrible, horrible tragedy in front of St. James on Pacific Coast Highway. And the responding ambulance company was McCormick Ambulance Company. They didn't have all of those ambulances stationed in Redondo Beach. Many of them had to come from Torrance, and they helped those people. They lost 4 people, and many people were injured. And then a few months later, it was February when there was a refinery explosion. And I know by the time I got back to the city of Torrance, because I was in Los Angeles that morning, outside the refinery there was at least 5 or 6 McCormick ambulances waiting in case there was an opportunity or there was a need for their services. But in the meantime, there was also ambulances circulating in the city of Torrance. So I really think when we're talking unfairness, I think a jaded statement like that on the front page, which I can term an editorial because of the attribution that was lacking in that. So I just wanted to share that with you, and it was an opportunity for the mayor to vent.
Well, I can appreciate that. You know, one thing as a citizen, I certainly would like to see more of your voices in our local newspaper. You know, as the leaders of our city, it seems like there's...
And when you're misquoted or taken out of context, not when it happened, but when I do it by email, when it's exactly correct, I have not a problem with it. And I've done that. I've met with the publisher, the editor, the managing editor, and I've explained that to them. I have no problem with that as long as you give me a fair opportunity with a question. I will certainly answer it. I'll answer your question if you call me up as I meet with everybody in the community. But I will not be played a game like that.
Well, thank you for hearing me. Appreciate it.
Thank you.